Some days it feels like everything is falling apart, doesn't it? You wake up already tired, your chest heavy, wondering how you'll make it through another day. The dreams that once felt possible now seem so far away. You try to stay strong, but inside, you're just holding on by a thread. If that's you, I get it. You're not alone in this. Even here, even now, there's still a way forward. Remember to be gentle with yourself and allow small, steady steps forward each day. You've tried to fix things. You've searched for answers, replayed decisions, begged for a different outcome. But the harder you reach, the more it feels like everything slips away. The exhaustion builds, and the small disappointments pile into a mountain of despair. It's okay to admit that you're overwhelmed. Admitting it is the first brave step toward healing. Remember to be gentle with yourself and allow small, steady steps forward each day. Maybe you used to pray and feel heard, and now silence stretches at the end of every sentence. That silence can feel like absence, and your heart mistakes it for abandonment. Yet silence does not equal gone. Sometimes the stillness is the space where courage grows, unseen and slow. Stay here a moment, breathe, and allow a small hope to surface under the heavy feelings. Remember to be gentle with yourself and allow small, steady steps forward each day. When everything feels lost, the mind wants to replay what went wrong. Regret becomes a soundtrack that never fades. Stop that replay for a minute. Picture the worst scene, and then imagine a horizon beyond it. A place where your mistakes are not the final word. One breath at a time, you step away from the past and toward a future that still can be rewritten. Remember to be gentle with yourself and allow small, steady steps forward each day. You are not defined by the worst thing that happened to you. That moment does not own the totality of your story. Labels like failure, shame, and unworthy are heavy, but they are not truth. Truth is softer, more patient. You are still in process, loved, and invited to start again. Let this truth sink in slowly, like sunlight warming a cold, restless room. Remember to be gentle with yourself and allow small, steady steps forward each day. It's okay to grieve what you lost: plans, relationships, health, or identity. Grief is not the enemy. It's a signal that what mattered, mattered. Give yourself permission to feel it without judgment. Tears are not weakness. They are water that nourishes the next season of growth. You are allowed to be broken and still be a work in progress toward wholeness. Remember to be gentle with yourself and allow small, steady steps forward each day. There is strength in being honest about your limits. You don't have to carry everything alone. Letting someone know you're struggling is not surrender. It's an act of courage. If you can, reach out to a friend, a pastor, or someone who listens without solving. A shared burden becomes lighter. Community is where hope is often rediscovered, one gentle conversation at a time. Remember to be gentle with yourself and allow small, steady steps forward each day. In the quiet, remind yourself of tiny victories. Waking up today, breathing through a hard moment, choosing to try again. These are proof that something inside you still fights for good. Small wins matter. Collect them like stones in a pocket to hold when the wind of doubt blows. One small step forward, repeated, becomes a road out of the fog. Remember to be gentle with yourself and allow small, steady steps forward each day. When faith feels distant, remember that belief is not always a giant leap. It's often a steady, nearly invisible persistence. Faith can be as gentle as a whisper that urges you to keep moving. It's okay to whisper back. Bring your fragile doubts to the surface and offer them the honesty of your heart. God hears the honest whisper as much as the loud declaration. Remember to be gentle with yourself and allow small, steady steps forward each day. If your heart is heavy with questions, why this happened? Why now? Where is justice? Those questions are honest and deserve space. Don't shame yourself for asking. The most faithful people in Scripture wrestled with hard questions, and wrestling can lead to deeper trust. Stay in the honest questions and let them refine you instead of defining you. Remember to be gentle with yourself and allow small, steady steps forward each day. Sometimes hope arrives disguised as a tired, persistent refusal to give up. It is not always dramatic. It can be the simple act of putting one foot in front of the other when you'd rather collapse. Celebrate that refusal. It is the spark that will light a larger fire. Keep the rhythm. Breathe, stand, move. Small, faithful acts create momentum toward healing. Remember to be gentle with yourself and allow small, steady steps forward each day. The wounds you carry are not evidence of failure, but of living. They teach empathy, humility, and tenderness. Your pain can become a conduit of compassion for others who feel similarly lost. When you integrate what hurt you into the story of who you are, you transform pain into a channel of healing for yourself and for those who will hear your testimony. Remember to be gentle with yourself and allow small, steady steps forward each day. Pause and take inventory of what still anchors you. A single loyal friend, a memory of kindness, a small rhythm like morning coffee or evening prayer. Anchor to that. When the big structures fall away, these tiny anchors steady you. Tend to them daily. Protect them like small lamps in the house of your heart, because lamplight is enough to show the next step forward. Remember to be gentle with yourself and allow small, steady steps forward each day. You do not need to fix everything today. Pressure to perform, to prove, to be productive, let it go for now. Allow rest and slow recovery. Rest is not giving up, it's receiving repair. Even a tired soul can heal if given time and gentleness. Choose one moment in the day to simply be. No plans, no productivity, just presence with yourself and the one who holds you. Remember to be gentle with yourself and allow small, steady steps forward each day.